I'm going to talk about like all those 53 counselings. It could be one of us in that counselings, right? So what exactly there were issues and how we are going to resolve them and how they could go back into their happiness, right? To release all those. So in that, what we found was most of the issues comes from either overthinking or the energies in the house. So that is what we found. Most of them are. And the few of them are the what we did in the past. We always say, right, what we did in the past, that's what we get. So few of them are what we did in the past. So how do you know which one is what? So what happens when the energies, when we talk about energies, good energies or the bad energies, we use these two words, like energies were not good when I went there, I felt it. This is what we say, right? We can't stay in that house, we feel like coming out, we feel like coming home, and the kids will cry and they don't eat. Most of the time, if the kids are too young, they will not eat in those houses. They will cry. Even in our house, if we have that energies, they will cry and constantly cry, and they are very unhappy. Middle of the night, they get up and cry. All these are symptoms of being not having a great energies in the house. Okay, what exactly I'm talking about? Good energy, bad energy. So, for example, when a flower blossoms, right? When a flower blossoms, there is a great energy. We feel the smell, we feel the freshness, we feel like keeping it with us. We feel like making the flower arrangement, whatever it is, that whenever you see the flowers gives you great energy, happiness. So in these great energies and happiness, what happens when you around them, when you're around lots of flowers? Why we put lots of flowers in the parties everywhere? Whenever we're doing something good, right? Even when someone passed out, also we keep the flowers because for the energy, right? For the good energy, for them to have the good energy. So when the flowers dried out, when they are no longer fresh, right? So what happens? You will still have the smell, you will still have the same look. Are we keeping the same way? Are we doing the flower arrangement? No, they're dead, they're done. So what you're doing, we're throwing. Even the flowers in front of the god, when we put the flowers to the god, when they dry out, we throw them. Some people throw because we have given to the god, they put it in the plants so that no one is stepping on them, right? So those they take care, but they are done. They're done means done. You can't keep them even though you put it in front of the god. So is the god keeping them fresher if when you put it in front of him? No, when the time is done. So the Prakriti has did some of this stuff and exceptions. Those God cannot change. He says that's in my rule book. I'm not supposed to do, and God follows the rule book, which we don't. But what the God does is He sends to the people with His power, to the people who can do that. Some things people can do. God is not allowed, and the masters like Sai Baba or AnuMaa, they're not allowed to touch, but they can give us the energies to help us. So in this, the example why I'm telling the flowers, even the fruit is, I will tell you in a minute. The fruits also, when they're done, they get the fungus and they smell, it gets, definitely they're not fresh. So, and then if you eat them, once they spoil, we get sick. Sometimes we get food poison because it has already fungus. So imagine the smell of the fruits, if some of the fruits were completely spoiled, right? So when this is exactly what happens with the humans when we passed away. When we passed away, it is equal to the rotten fruit. So anything rotten is like, you cannot keep it longer. So that's why if a person dies, you have to cremate immediately. Do not wait for anyone who is in the some other countries. Does not matter when they come. So whoever is the next person in line has to do the cremation. Do not wait for them or the family. So do not keep the body for longer. So it is so important to cremate it immediately. Oh, how can you say the older one has to do? Older one is not here, next person is here, just do it. But the last moment the person has to see. Why? They have good memories when the person is alive. Why you want to show this body? Let them come, let them feel that he's no more there, and let him be part of the other rituals. So when the soul comes out of the body, they are with us for 12 to 13 days. Generally, they go one time to the soul city and they see everything, what they did, what they didn't do. Because most of the people, what they say, the near-death experience, they have seen they have seen the Jesus, or they have seen Mahavatar Baba or someone or whom you trust. That's they see as a master received there. So once you see them, they'll show you everything what you didn't do, the unfinished business, finished business. So once they show you everything, right, so then you come back, you can come back if you want to. So most of the people are, yeah, I want to go back because I need to tell this, I need to know that, or I have this. So whatever is the attachment they have, they'll come back. So when they come back, they would stay for 12 days. But when going to the masters will happen like seconds, fraction of time, they can do all that. So when they come back, they don't remember all that. They are totally into these attachments, into, oh, I made this, that, I need to tell the kids if I leave, how can they survive? Or because all these days, the father took care of them. If the mother dies, how can my children survive without me? Right? So we assume that no one can survive without us. So in that assumption, illusion, actually nothing will happen. Whether someone is with you or not does not matter, friends. Everything will move in the universe. The sun comes, moon comes, they go, everything naturally happens, everything what is supposed to happen. So according to their karmic plan. So when the mother stays back, she starts telling them, oh, do this way, do that way, but they don't, looks like they don't listen because they can't hear it. But if the kids are very young, they can feel the energy. So after 13 days, this energy becomes, what happens? This energy becomes negative. So once the negative energy becomes, why it becomes negative? Because it's that fruit is rotten after 13 days. So you have the energies of rotten. So what happens? Do we get sick? Yes. We lose the money, we get the sick, loses the jobs, and the kids will be cranky, continuously crying, and in the middle of the night they get up and cry. If you have these symptoms, definitely we have it's called earthbound soul or bhumiki bandhamunna atma. Earthbound soul means they bonded to the earth. They didn't go back to the soul city where they are supposed to go. Some people say light beings, some people say dark beings, whatever it is. Dark beings is the right word. Light beings are the masters actually. But the light comes and takes them, these dark beings. So means the masters will come and take them, the light. So they invite the light. This is what they say, Western countries. You invite the lights to take the dark beings. This is how they practice. So when the earthbound souls are with us, means they could be our family members. They could be someone from the street, someone from the neighbors, someone from some other time they've died. So the longer they are here, the more negativity is. Same thing, when the fruit is longer with us, the more rotten it is. So So they become more, stronger and stronger. They think they belong here. They forget that they have to go back and they are here. So that's why when we send the souls, we have to talk to them. We have to tell them to go. We have to tell them you can marry again. You can have your own kids again. Or you can have beautiful life again. All these we need to talk to them. So otherwise they will say that, oh, I don't want to go. I am they think they are able to, when they go to someone else's body, they think they can do all those what we do, eating, sleeping, or they can do whatever they want. So they don't even realize they can't taste the food, or their belly is not filled. Suddenly they might think that, oh, I am in this body, I'm occupied, and I'm part of this body. They could feel that. So that is the reason we have to be very careful. If someone else enters into our body, we will have a voice inside. Some people say, oh, I get this voice, I'm doing this. That could be earthbound soul. So you have to see the results. If you're disturbing everybody, if you are making everything negative, that means it's an earthbound soul, not a master speaking in you. Master never speaks in you just like that when you're sitting, standing. No. In the meditative stage, you might feel something, some vibrations, or in the dream, they will talk to you. They cannot talk just like that when you're sitting, standing. When you're sitting, standing, if you're getting a talk from inside, that is someone else is in your body. That is so, so, so important to know that. You can ask, is someone, who is in my body? What is your name? It will tell you the name also, because we had an experience. A day before, someone was saying the soul told her, actually in the counseling, they said that the soul told her the name and the city, and also she was pregnant. When they went and inquired, yeah, there was a pregnant lady died in this house. They said, yes, that is true. How do you know her? This is what they said. Then they were so scared. Oh my God. So, and also she told her, oh, you are going to die too when you're pregnant. This is what she saw inside. So she was so scared. Oh my God, is it going to happen to me? So that's why you have to be extremely careful and recognize what is right, what is wrong, who is telling inside as master or the earthbound soul. So when these people are at home, the symptoms are, because yesterday in our counselings, 90 or 85% are the earthbound souls. Remaining 5% only is the adharma we did in the past lives. Another 10% is overthinking. So we hold on to the adharma more than anything, right? And sometimes if from your house, the situation hasn't changed, and you have changed, means you don't have earthbound souls in you. But there might be earthbound souls in your house or in your husband if he is really giving you a hard time. So be careful and try to send them away, okay? So that is extremely important to send them away. And also to let the sometimes you cannot tell the husband, but if the husband is in the meditation, show them this video or explain them if you can. Some people you cannot explain them. They don't get it, they don't understand. But if you tell them, if not today, tomorrow they realize there is someone inside their house, because they are inside their body, because they are also suffering. And they know some other tone is talking to them, but they don't know whom to tell and who will believe this. But if you as a wife or a mother or a daughter or someone else, please let them know so that they would release it. And you can also help them to release. So it is not that difficult to release. But one more thing you remember is, if whenever it comes out, you feel the jerk. The minute you feel the jerk, ask them to sit down, even though you're in the meditation with me. Ask them to sit down and do the Anapanasati. means focus on the breathing. The masters will come and take you. Again, you call the masters, tell the masters, whichever soul city she belongs to, please take her back so that she can get a good life. And tell her, I will pray, tell the masters, pray the masters to give you a good life. You can marry again, you can have beautiful family, you can have children, all these. So some people die before getting married. So if you say you can marry, they'll go. Some people will not conceive before they die. So you can have beautiful children, they'll go. So every soul has their own perception in life. Maybe your talk inside also will know that what exactly they want. So just focus a little what to say to send them, and then send them and ask in the dream, did that soul left or not? So you can get the dream. So you don't want her to come back again into your body. Then we are seeing a lot of times they're coming back into the body if we don't send them or if we don't convince them to go. They're staying back again, coming back into the body. So once it is gone means you have to be a little more careful. You have to put more energy of the AnuMaa. So, and also you have to be, positive thinking, positive energy for them not to come. If you are very positive, and also then you can feel that they're trying to come and you can avoid that. You know what? You're not coming into my body. Sit down and do anapanasati. You command them. Don't be afraid. You can command them. You can convince them. You can send them. They are just like us. And they are in a soul. And they don't have body. That's the only difference. And they become little negative energy. So, and also they might become little negative too because they're not getting what they want. No one is listening. So they might be irritated. So once you see that, oh, someone is talking to me, wow, so they can hear me. So they feel good about it. So ask in the dream, this soul gone or not? If not gone, how I can send, what I can tell that soul to send. Then they'll show you the story of that soul a little, that not gone, and say these words, it will go. It will show you a little story. So you can easily tell that story in the morning, when the morning meditation we have, right? Morning we have, night we have in both the countries, US and India. So you tell the soul and then send it. Okay. So this is and also in the counseling, what are the other things? The 10% of the other things are the money issue. Money issue could be with again, the same thing, earthbound soul issue. But if they don't have earthbound souls, then they did some adharma in the past lives. Without sending earthbound souls, even if you have karma, even if you did adharma, they don't go. You don't see the dream. A lot of people are saying, I don't get the dream. It could be the food, they are taking too much food and sleeping. Second thing is they're not doing meditation before going to bed. And the third one is there might be earthbound souls. So once you remove the earthbound souls, then you ask for your dushkarma, what you did, then automatically they'll show you and you can release it. That's very easy. Okay. And the other 5%, what is happening? Overthinking. Oh, if I open this business, I might not successful. Oh, what if I'm not successful? What if I lose the money? Oh, I lose the money. So they're constantly repeating that I'm going to lose the money. I'm not going to. Oh, my husband is opening a business because he is going against you. You said don't do it. You won't make money. Then he went against you. Your thoughts are. It's not that you don't want to wish success, because that success comes to you also. But you are afraid and you are you went into this negative zone. So you constantly think of, oh, he won't be successful. Oh, we are going to lose the money. What we are going to do once we lose the money? All these thoughts could come because of that also. If at all not, then do the moon gaze. Moon gazing is the way to reduce those thoughts. And the karma, I already said. These are the three things. Whether you have money issue, or the people in the house are fighting, or someone else is shouting at you, or you are shouting at them. These are the things, friends. These are the three reasons. There's no other reason, okay? And follow on these three reasons and work on these three reasons. And do not keep rotten food in the house. Send them back. A lot of people, oh, I'm afraid to send. If you're afraid to send, you get the diseases with the rotten food. Means you will be affected. And if you want to live with them, be afraid and stay with them. If you send them, then you are free of them and you can live courageously, happily. So have that little courage and feel that and send them back. Some people, oh, I can't even hear that. I don't want to hear that. That's what someone I spoke to last 2 days ago. I know her. So she said, oh, once I was reading this book of soul journey, and then in that book they they spoke about earthbound souls. Then immediately I closed the book. So I said, okay, so if you have fears, you have been doing meditation for a long time and you have the fears. That's what you can see. So release the fears. How do I do it? In the meditation, if you can say that 3 days, that have the courage. I am the soul, came from the higher power. If you constantly say 3 times, what happens? The fears would release. So it is so important to release one by one everything. Otherwise, we are stuck here doing what? Doing nothing. Because all these energies will not allow us to grow as a soul. So there are so many earthbound souls, friends. There are so many because of the COVID or even before COVID, whoever died, they are all here. Our ancestors or, whoever died in the past, most of them are here. So call by name. They'll come, make them sit down and send them. It is so important. It is serious, friends. I'm telling seriously. So tell this video to everybody. It is so important. It is so important we need to protect our earth. We need to protect our country. These earthbound souls brings us wars also. So why do you think other countries have those wars? Because a lot of earthbound souls are there because they don't even believe there is another life. So for them, they don't need to go to a soul city. Lot of religion. They don't have a life. Their guru comes and wakes them up, and if they did the good sins, then they'll take them, the soul. Otherwise, they'll put them in a dark room with the fire. This is what they say. So they don't care of going also. So we do need to talk to them, tell them this is not the right. You can go, you can take the birth again. We can talk to them, teach that, so that they are like, oh, really? I can have another birth, and they could go. So these are very, very, very important, friends. So sometimes also they don't burn the body also becomes an issue for them to stay back. But whether you burn or put the body in the sand, once you put this body in the sand, they think they can go back into the body and come back. So that's what they keep on trying. So you all should focus on this, on your friends' houses, relatives' houses, everybody, and send the 4P, send our meditation, and send for the counseling. So in the counseling also, we can tell them whether they have or not. So we are going to do more frequent in India. Once I come back into US, we will do more frequent in the US, the counselings, whenever I can. Okay. So friends, these counselings are really helping everybody, but this class should help everyone. Because in the counseling, we'll tell the same thing. So once we recognize there is an earthbound soul, we will tell them, I'll give the prescription of releasing them. Even in them, they can release with our meditation, sit with us. That is so important, whether it's 4P or in this. So once you sit with us, in the 4P also, we have given very clearly to send them back. So once you sit with us, right? So send all the earthbound souls. And if you have anything karma, means with the dharmam, ask in the dream. And that is also we are doing. So in the dream, you stop the dharma. You go and do the dharma. Okay. And then if someone is trying to kill you or do something, that means they are making you feel in the dream and releasing it. And you're in a soul level. You're not going to die. The soul is anantam. It stays forever. We all know that. Soul has no death. That's why we are having all these issues. That is another issue, actually. I mean, because soul can stay and it can do whatever it wants. has the Icha Shakti, the will of whatever they want. So they have free will. So that is the issue. They stayed back. If they don't have free will, if they have to go back, then it is different. Something God, once we became as a humans, He has given us the free will, the thinking, everything. So if some of them are thinking, overthinking, moon gazing and sun gazing will really help. So some people, I prescribe moon gazing, sun gazing because they are depleted. Some other soul is in them, or souls are in the house. The kids are depleted. So they can do the moon gazing, sun gazing, moon gazing water, sun gazing water. And you can take the bath. Kids give the bath of the moon gazing or the sun gazing. They get a lot of energy. So all these things, even when they're crying in the middle of the night, that will release once that one soul releases, okay? And put some salt in the water, in the sun water or moon gazing water. You can do either of that. 1 week this, 1 week that, drinking, all that. So how do you do that? There is a videos I made a lot. There are in other channels also. If you say sun gazing, moon gazing in English, Aniruddha, it should come. So, and also I will do one class with you guys on the sun and moon gazing. So you guys can do that. So, and also I also gave for the Sampada pyramid, means told them to buy. Of course, I didn't give because it's online. And also when the kids are getting up in the middle of the night crying, put this Gada kind of stuff. It is in the light workers group. This is called Gada. So this it has the crystals inside and it's a AnuMaa Gada. So you can put it under the pillow, even when you're sleeping also. You can put it under the pillow. There is a pyramid pillow also. So it is a better way of, not the wooden one. Wooden one is hard, like sometimes it comes out and it bothers in the middle of the night. So there is another small one, light one. You can put that under the pillow. So automatically you get the dreams. And if there is earthbound souls there, in the dreams you can see. And the golden pyramid will help you to energize the money. So how do you put that golden pyramid? You put 500 rupee under the golden pyramid, and there is a pyramid box. You can ask him all these. You can ask him. I'll put his number in the group. So he's one of the he has a light workers group in Telugu in India. So he does lot of work, universal work. Whole day they give the classes for free, all that stuff. So he also sells these. So I recommend him highly because he has a lot of knowledge. He can also explain you if you call. So you put in that box to the north side and you put a wooden thing on the top, like a shelf you make, and then you put this box on top of that, put the 500 note inside the box and put the golden pyramid on top of it. So this will attract the money once you release everything. Means once you release the earthbound source, once you release the karma, then it starts activating. Even if you have the karma, the money will get with that pyramid, but you will lose again putting it somewhere, or someone will ask and then you won't get back. So because of the karma attacks the buddhi. Buddhi means our thoughts, the way action, the way we do. So we do wrong action because of the karma. So that is what it is. And then what else we had is at home issues. Home issues also, most of them those, but if could be in the previously we used to see mostly karma related, but now we are seeing mostly earthbound related. I don't know why they activated so much. Maybe the energy of the COVID or what, I don't know, but they all activated so much and they're all here and we can now see them all of a sudden, or maybe we are focusing on them, we can see before we couldn't. Because sometimes they used to complain, oh yeah, even we're not getting the dreams, I'm doing 4P, nothing is happening. Since we found this earthbound soul story, everyone is coming out of the problem. No one is complaining unless they still didn't believe and didn't do earthbound souls. Most of the people are coming out if they listen and doing our 4P and our recorded 4P and our class in the meditation. So automatically all the earthbound souls are coming out. And if you have any other health issues also. The third one is other than the house things, health issues. Again, health issues also, same thing, these three things. One is No matter what issue you have, first look for the earthbound souls. If there are earthbound souls, not only health issue, it will affect the health and the money and the kids. If you have these three issues, the kids are shouting at home, crying at home. If they are teenagers, they are saying whatever the words they can. They're depressed. That means they have earthbound souls in them, and they feel like dying. And suddenly they died. That's the reason of earthbound soul, friends. They don't do just like that suicides. Okay, suicide is something very painful, and also it has to really bother them, and you will know as a mother that it is bothering them. If it is an earthbound soul, they'll do the suicide. So be careful how to do, what to do. Okay. So this has to be done right way. Okay, friends, this is today's class. Because if you have even the health issues, like I said, first remove the earthbound soul. Second, the what you did as a adharmam in the past lives, remove that with the 4P and asking for a dream. What did I do? Show me. Then you get in the dream. If you don't get the dreams, follow these instructions. Eat early, and also eat early, and before going to bed, must to do meditation and ask the question. If you still don't do, we have this 72 breaths technique. Do that technique. I will put it in our group again one more time, how to do 72 breaths thing. And also, if you're depleted, when the soul comes out, you're very depleted. The energy is drawn, energy, you don't feel like you have an energy, because all these days there's another soul in your body, it's manipulating you. Suddenly that is gone, you're on your own. So there is a drink you can drink. It's called Uluvalu horse gram. So grind them, soak them in the night. So boil them. When it is boiling, once it is boiled, like means the in 15 minutes it will boil, means it will cook. So once it is cooked, you can put the curry leaves, cut small and put it. You can put moringa leaves, whatever leaves you have, gongura, bachalkura, whatever, you can put those, but don't boil too long, just 5 minutes, and then strain them. After you strain, put the salt, and when it gets little cooler, where is drinking temperature, put the lime, okay? And then drink in a day 4 to 5 times a day. So that will give you, and put it in a flask. Flask, do not put the lime in the flask, they'll break. So put the lime when you're drinking, and it has to be lukewarm where you can drink. At that time you add the lime. But the salt you can, nimuppu or rock salt you can add before, when after it boils, when you put it in the flask, you can add the salt, no issue, but not the lime. So to get the energy back, please do this, drink this drink. It's very important.